Hey, Tej here. Today we are taking a look at technical analysis for GameStop or GME. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide target and invalidation levels for the presented counts. Let's get going. Currently we are looking at let's start with a monthly chart. And this is what it looks like. A massive spike here, and this was the end of 2021 or 2020 with this massive spike, and then starting to cool off gradually. We had a massive dump here as well, but before that we had this weird structure that we just don't know anything about it. Lowest low around $2.50 at April 2020. A significant bottom. We had a RSI basically telling us that we had some kind of trend line here that we pushed through here on this bit here, and then had even more dumpage coming down and backtest that. Then we had a divergence between these two lows on a monthly scale, and after that we just launched. But again, just keeping these RSI trend lines in mind as we go through the count. But I'm not going to be analyzing this too much as we just don't know what this is. This could be either WXY or like A, B and C. We just don't know, we don't have the data back here. So basically what I'm going to do is start the count from here, from the all-time lows. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Before the count, again, I want to point out we have this descending trend line on RSI, again on weekly, from the all-time highs, and we are still within that reach. We could always adjust this like so, and we could have the same situation that we're going to just launch off now, that we are back testing it. The same thing that we had for the monthly here, where we had first go through it, then back test it here, giving us divergence here, and then launch. So what do we have here? Going through it, let me reset again, sorry. Going through it, back tested it, and then we would need a divergence. Can we call divergence on these lows? Not really. I would be expecting one more low here to give us some kind of divergence on a weekly time frame before launching up. But we'll look into that next. So starting with the daily time frame, let's take a look at the higher time frame stuff. I've labeled this as a 1, 2. Let me grab that 2 here. Then 3, 4 and 5. However you want to label this is not really, it does not really matter. To me this is just a impulse wave ending at the top. Whether it is a wave 1 or wave A will remain to be seen, but again, both of these options are still on the table. Yeah, and now we would be on a larger scale looking for the wave B or wave 2. So that will be next. And that brings us to this count. I've labeled this as an A here. Then we are currently looking for B. Why am I not taking this or thinking this as a bullish count? I just don't see 5 waves in it. Can you say that this structure here is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 5 then? Yeah, you could, but you would have to label it like this. Of course that is possible, but I just don't see it that way. I just don't. The proportions are way better for an ABC here, way better. So I'm just going to present this count where we have the W, X, Y and not 1, 2 somewhere and then 3, 4, 5. Always that is a possibility, but yeah, sometimes I'm just going to be presenting the most likely count which I'm seeing here. In any case, W here, 3 waves here into X. The Y wave of this minute count has A, B and C, and then we have another expanding flat into A, B and C. Currently we would be looking for B wave here according to this count, and then C to end the wave Y here. At this point we would also be completing the wave B, depending on how high we get. Of course it can be WXY or ABC structure, so let's measure that as well. So if it wants to be a B wave, it needs to get to these levels, around 85.4% of retracement of the A wave. That allows it to be a B wave. Now we have confluence there as well. The 0.618, which I keep as minimum target for the wave Y, is also right there, around the same areas, around $335. So that is the minimum retracement we want to see for the wave Y. Oh, sorry, extension for the WX1 here. But of course it can go higher. So at the moment I just don't see this larger time frame being a WXY, as we have the minimum extension here, right at the same place where we get this intermediate structure to get to be a flat structure. At that point, when we create that B wave, of course we're looking for the C wave. Of course this is really bearish on the longer term, but that is how I see this. What is this? This is... okay, yeah, we don't need to look at that yet. But yeah, that is basically what I see on a long time frame. This is useless as well. I was looking at this structure as a possible 5-way move, but yeah, it is there as this. Let's just see, confirm that it did not go through the bottom here. No, it didn't. So if you can have a count that finishes here, I guess we could have a bullish count here as well. But let's just focus on this local time frame, and for the next GME update I'm going to be looking into this possibly as a 5-way structure. Let me actually just bring this back, the count that I had. There we go. So yeah, let's drill into these local time frame action here. So if we are managing to end the count here, and this is definitely possible for if we have again that count where we have 5 waves in here, then we would have some kind of pullback here, and then we could be looking at again some kind of bullish structures. Let's go to 15 minutes. We could be looking this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 here, but the issue is here. Again, we do have this GME cap or CME cap here, the close price versus the next day open. We just don't know what is happening here. We could just have an ABC as well here, and then this would be another ABC. But yeah, just don't know. Sometimes these gaps are just on the really bad spots, and we can't do anything else but just assume that there is some price action here that we just can't see. But this is definitely a possibility, having this at 1, 2, 1, 2, and now we would be starting to unravel that. Now what do we need to get or make this bullish count into a more probable scenario? Well, first target 1.618 for the third wave of the sub-minute count, and that would be getting us through this area. I'm assuming again that this is wave 4 of something previous that happened here, which makes it, again, we would need to go through this, back test it, most likely on hopefully with this sub-minimum count and then look for the fifth wave. Whether that can be achieved, then we can look into this as more of a possibility than the other count that I'm going to be showing. So this is the one where we are, again, this is more towards the WXY, where we would have this structure as a possibility for a, this is not here yet, so this count would be looking for a wave, then B and C on minute scale. I could not really get a good looking structure here just with a three wave correction structures. So instead I'm looking for this as a impulse wave down. Could have some kind of a leading diagonal here into 1, 2, this would be a 3, 4 and 5. Now if we want to have this as the correction as for the other count here, we would label this as, this would be the A wave, B, and this would be the C. We do have 5 waves here and we do get the A, B, C here, so it would be legal as well. At that point that would get kind of extended, but nothing to worry about anyway. So this is basically the same thing that we would be looking at here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wave 4 would be coming to the previous fourths, meaning a third wave's wave 4 area. Exactly the same area that was really important on this count. So if we are going to break this whole structure and backtest that, we are going to be more bullish. If not, we are going to be bearish and continue look for the wave 5 down here to complete the possibility of being A wave, or we could also have that as the ABC, but again then we would have to look into this structure a bit more to make it manageable for being the A wave here. But yeah, local time frame, this is definitely an interesting area. If we go through it, backtest, then it's moon. If we are going down or reject right here, then it's dumpage. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to share on GME. I'm going to create a couple of different counts for the next one as well to present some more bullish options. But for now, I thank you for watching and hopefully see you on the next video as well. Bye bye.